Hello, everyone. This is Dante again, and I'm joined by James again. James, would you like to say hi?
Hello.
And we will be continuing our playthrough of Kingdom Hearts 1 or 1.5, the HD version. And James had a question before we began.
Yeah, so I mean, especially now that you're playing it again, how do you asked me last episode how I felt about it so far. So I wanted to ask you, how do you feel about it playing it again?
So, I don't know if more than 2 or 3 years have ever gone by without me, replaying this game. And thinking about it, I think I own three different versions of this game.
Huh.
I own the original, PlayStation 2 game. I got the uh, remastered version on PlayStation 3, the original 1.5, and now
Mhm.
I'm playing it again on the HD version on the PlayStation 4. And I might not always go back and play, Kingdom Hearts 1 because I do own, the Kingdom Hearts 1.5 plus 2.5 edition.
Mm.
So I might not always play the first one, but this game has always, kind of resonated with my soul a bit, and I've always felt, you know, at peace a bit when I play this game, as if, you know, this is still a piece of my childhood to a degree that I'm still
Mm.
holding on to, and
Mhm.
very unwilling to let go in many ways.
Mm. I see. And how does it feel to be able to share it, share the experience with other people? Because obviously you shared it with your now wife,
Yeah.
and shared it with plenty of your friends, and you're sharing it with me. So is it different each time that you share it with another person?
So playing it with my wife, was very interesting because she's not the most avid of gamers, and this is probably, the first game that she sat down and played, beginning
Huh.
to end.
Uh-huh.
And she didn't enjoy it as much as I'd hoped to, but having that thing together and being able to talk about the little parts was great. Most of the other friends that I've introduced to the game, played it, said, "Hey, whatever. It was good. It was bad, whatever." And I was never able to, truly discuss, the game and how I felt about the game. So this is the first time that I'm actually going through it, with someone,
Mm.
and I'm thoroughly enjoying it because not only am I kind of reliving how I felt back in the day, you
Mm-hmm.
know my life experiences up to this point in time are being added to this conversation, to this video, um,
Right.
and I find it very encouraging, that you would go through this with me, and it's the fact that you have your own view, and in many excuse me, in many places our view, is so similar.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
Encourages me in many ways. So I'm very happy that I decided to do this, and I'm even happier that you agreed to join me for this, James.
Oh, it's a pleasure. Another really quick question before we continue is, had you played, I know you didn't play Final Fantasy VIII, but had you played a lot of the other games
I
that
I had
these other
played
characters?
Final Fantasy VII growing up. I actually got that
Mhm.
before this game, so I
Yeah.
recognize the Final Fantasy VII characters. But I've told my friends that I got to a very high level in the game, probably somewhere around the 70s,
Uh-huh.
without ever getting off of the first disc.
I
So
see.
it was one of those things that I would sit down and I'd play it. And Final Fantasy VII is such a long game that I'd play it and I'd put like 20 hours or something into it, and I'd really be
Mm.
enjoying the story and looking for all the little secrets and everything like that. And then I'd be forced to put it down for a couple months, and I'd pick it back up and I'm like, well, I don't really feel like I'm continuing the story doing this. I want to start over,
Right.
and I would do that multiple times, and eventually I after playing this game, I really wanted to know more about Final Fantasy VII. So I sat down and watched a video version of it. So someone cut all the cutscenes out and made a video out of it, and I watched that. And spoiler alert for those who haven't played Final Fantasy VII, Aerith dies
Yes.
early in the game, and having never experienced that myself, but going into this game where Aerith is there and alive, and a major, well, not a major character, but a side character that's very much alive and there. You
Hmm.
know, made the game resonate with me even more. The fact that, this world, this game, these worlds are, you know, while there's much darkness in it, there's also so much light that they would bring
Yes.
back such a character in such a way has
Mm,
always made me very happy.
very good.
And then I played a demo version of Final Fantasy VIII, so I knew who Leon was, and that's about it.
Okay, gotcha.
Um,
I hadn't played it at all, so.
and then in Kingdom Hearts 2, they pull characters from Final Fantasy X and X-2,
Hmm.
and that's as far as I've gotten. So, Kingdom Hearts 3 is supposed to come out hopefully sometime this year. I know they keep delaying it, but hopefully sometime this year. And I'm very interested to see what they do with the Final Fantasy characters, especially with the re-release of Final Fantasy VII and
That's right.
the new Final Fantasy, 15 that was such a big hit.
Oh my gosh, I love that game. I would love to watch you play that actually too. So anyway, but let's continue.
Yes, let's continue with the episode. And I did want to warn you. Traverse Town ends in many ways a lot of the deep undercurrent parts, and as you go to other worlds after this, it becomes more gameplay and less, deep story like we have been doing. So I did
Oh, sure.
want to alert you to that.
Oh,
Um,
that's fine. I was looking forward to relaxing anyway.
Very good. So we shall continue.
So,
Hmm.
tough luck.
How did all this happen? I remember being in my room. Wait a minute. What happened to my home? My island? Riku! Kairi!
You know what? I really don't know.
That's always so sad that, your world's gone and nobody knows what actually happened to it.
Hmm.
So now that you've actually talked to them, it's locked still. Oh, there it is. You have to talk to her, and then you can open this. An elixir which raises your HP and MP to maximum, so it's a very good mid-battle item.
Hmm.
That is something that I've really been enjoying. Those save screens used to be so slow on the older consoles, and they're really fast now. Now, if I remember right, I don't know if you can do it right now. You must not be able to do it right now. You're supposed to hit the
Okay.
clock, and it'll change the hours to match the hours in the pictures. And then once you do a total 3 pictures, you get a prize. But I don't think you can do it right now.
Oh, okay.
I'm ready to fight for my life. I've always felt myself ready to fight for my life.
Mm.
So the other visitors they're talking about is Donald and Goofy.
Right.
But we have been discovered.
Go!
Poor Donald.
Sora, let's go.
And of course, Leon's a badass, so...
Naturally.
I love how they can have something so serious and then, have those Donald and Goofy moments that just fit so well.
You're right.
So he's saying I should ignore all the small fry and go to leader. He runs off in a direction that you can't really follow.
Mm.
And of course, because we're on beginner with all those starting power items, everything is a breeze for us.
Sure.
So the idea is this is the back alley.
Hmm.
The main area that we were in was District 1.
Hmm.
The second area that we were in was District 2, and then there's hotels and smaller buildings in District 2. And the hotel connects us to this back alley. And the last area you need to go to is in District 3, which we haven't been to yet.
Okay.
So this is a little bit of a spoiler. It's the Dalmatians' house
Oh.
from 101 Dalmatians. And the poor dogs have lost all their puppies.
What?
The 99 puppies were lost amid the chaos of the world's destruction. Find them in various worlds.
Oh.
So different chests will hold 3 puppies at a time. So there's 33 chests with puppies out there in the game.
I see.
And every time you return, I think it's every 10 puppies you return, you get a prize from them. I could be wrong about that. So that's a little shortcut to the second district. And I won't spend too much time, attacking these things. I'm very overpowered.
Right.
Wow. Okay. But I do want to pick up at least some of these items, these shards and gems, for crafting later on. So this is the third district.
Oh.
Now, how they got up there, I will never know.
Are these the heartless guys? Let's go get them to see.
And of course they fail. So you've been trapped by the Heartless. After you destroy the Heartless, the big boss of the area comes out to fight.
Aha.
And you now have Donald and Goofy in your party.
Oh, I see.
So in the top right corner, they have their health and magic, and they'll go around, casting spells and attacking. And this is the boss Big Armor.
Huh.
And the idea is each piece of the armor has its own health bar. But if you destroy the chest, the others don't matter.
That makes sense.
So I learned a very, good ability there. It's called Scan. And after we're done with the cutscenes, Scan allows you to view the hit points left on an enemy.
Oh, that's good.
So we freed the heart, which will return to, I don't remember if it returns to Kingdom Hearts or if it returns to, the place, the person that it was originally taken from. And
You were looking for me?
They too have been seeking the wielder of the Keyblade.
Hey, why don't you come with us? We can go to other worlds on our vessel.
I wonder if I could find Riku and Kairi.
Of course. Are you sure? Who knows? But we need them to come with us to help us find the king.
a very rocky start to their relationship, don't you think?
Right.
They're just getting to know each other, and already Donald's backstabbing you.
Right.
Sora, go with them. Especially if you want to find your friend.
Yeah, I guess.
But you can't come along looking like that. Understand? No frowning, no sad face, okay? Yeah, you gotta look funny, like us. Yup. Whoa. Yes, but ones on happy faces.
Happy?
How can you be happy? Your world's destroyed and your friends are missing.
Right.
By faking it, of course.
Okay, why not? I'll go with you guys.
Name's Goofy.
I'm Sora.
All for one, one for all.
The Three Musketeers.
Mm.
If a bit on the silly side.
Right.
Little squirt took down that Heartless. Who'd have thought it?
So here you see all of the mini-bosses
Oh,
throughout
okay.
the game. But they're all covered in darkness, so you don't actually know who they are.
Okay.
Such is the power of the Keyblade. The child's strength is not his own.
Why don't we turn him into a Heartless? That'll settle things quick enough.
And the Black's friends are the King's lackeys. Slug on the eyes, they're all built rats by the look of them.
You're no prize yourself.
Shut up!
Enough! The Keyblade has chosen him. Will it be he who
The Great
conquers
Manipulator.
the dark, or will the darkness swallow you? Either way, he could be quite useful.
I think Maleficent was always one of my favorites. Her and Jafar were like my two favorite villains.
I think I could agree with that, yeah. Personally, I always thought Beauty and the Beast was the best Disney movie, but that's just me.
Really? We'll have to talk about that sometime.
So make sure you're prepared for the journey ahead. We don't know how far the Heartless have spread. Check out the shops here, they've got some pretty neat stuff. This is from all of us. You get 500 money. Yay, free money.
Mm.
And this is from Leon. You get this only if you beat him back then.
Okay.
An elixir. Good luck. I hope you find your friends. Look out for each other. Keep your spirits up. The gummy ship is outside that gate.
The gummy ship.
Yes. Open the save menu and select gummy ship. Not all save points let you board the gummy ship, though. The what? That's our ship. Wait till you see it. Hold on. Sora, this is for you. Attain the power of fire. I get my first magical spell.
Is it always fire?
Yes.
Okay.
There's nothing you can do to change that.
Hmm.
Now you can use magic too. You know, this thing that you're probably supposed to spend, years studying. You just get instantly. Dodge roll. This is just like the rolls in the Zelda games or in other games.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, so now we can run around for free. And something I never did, earlier when I was playing this game is you desperately need to buy a couple ethers for the next world.
Okay.
So I'll buy
I guess-
3 of those. I'm also going to sell, some useless things. So I don't need the cottage. I don't need the protect chain. I don't need the pretty stone. We keep the mithril shards for later, though.
Of
And I
course.
don't need the elixirs, because I'm overpowered. Now, we have the option of buying better weapons for Donald and Goofy,
Mm-hmm.
but they are not worth it at this point in the game.
Okay.
It's like a 1-point stat change, and that's it.
Oh, I see.
And now, in order to save time later,
Mhm.
we can't open this door which leads to the 3rd district. We have to go all the way back to the 3rd district and unlock the door from that side.
Mm.
So I'm going to take the, 20 seconds to do that now.
Okay.
And also, on the way, we can open
yes.
this,
Finally.
which has another postcard.
Oh. I thought it was going to be some big reveal of something.
Nope. Unfortunately not. Now, because we defeated the big bad monster, to my knowledge, there are no Heartless left in the world.
Okay.
And it's designed, that the city is now safe. You successfully, beat back the darkness. But the next time you come back, the Heartless will be back.
Okay.
The giant keyhole that now lets us walk in here.
Good. So this is like our main home base town.
Yes, you'll return to this place fairly often.
Gotcha.
So if we now go to the gummy ship... Oh. Yes, you learn about Trinity marks here. Now, because we barely know each other, we can only do the blue ones. And one of those is this little cutscene where we all jump up and down together, and a bunch of, money or items will fall on our heads.
Gotcha. Bonus prizes.
Yes. So now this is the... I don't know what you want to call it. The galaxy view. Green cursor shows where you are. The question mark shows where you can go. The more stars means the stronger the Heartless are in that area. So we have two locations. A battle level 2 area and a battle level 1 area.
I see.
Now, the game is designed that you go to the 1, the 2, and then the 3, which is over here. However, this world is completely optional. You don't actually have to ever go here in order to beat the game, from my understanding of the speedrunners. But we will go through it because this is my third favorite level right here.
Good.
But we will go, in order. We're going to go 1, 3, and then 2. Because after you beat 3, it unlocks something at 2. So there's no point in going back. And then at any point in time, we can go back here. You can see King Mickey's castle right there, but you can never go to it.
Get to it. Yeah. Okay.
This is a gummy fight. The Heartless ships. Somehow the Heartless, those little monsters, have ships. How that came to be, I have no idea. I'm just going to skip all this dialogue. But basically, we're going through, we have a little laser, and they have little ships. If we, shoot them down, we get parts to upgrade our ship, or shields and health for our ship. And these earlier ones, you can literally walk away for. Like, there's nothing to them. They don't attack, they all die in one hit.
Right.
You can just set it to go straight forward, and that's it. I will shoot a few just to get parts, but, all the best parts can be bought in the game as well, so, with money, so...
It's cute that they added this little mini-game.
I have always been annoyed with it.
You just want to get back to the good parts?
Yes, very much so. I don't care about my score in this little shooter game,
Right.
So I think it's 5 or 6 zones per trip. I could be wrong. And then later on, you get what's called a warp engine. And it lets you teleport to any world you've been to, so you don't have to do it again.
Oh, good. Because I could see how it would get annoying every single time.
Like, especially the noise is just... Like, that noise you'll remember for the entire game. So this is Alice in Wonderland.
Oh.
So Wonderland, disembark, And there's always a cutscene when you go to the world the first time. And we are falling down the rabbit hole.
Ah.
Oh, my word, witches! I'm late, I'm late, I'm late! Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear! I'm here, I should be there! Oh, I'm late, I'm late, I'm late! Oh, the queen, she grabbed my head for sure!
Poor White Rabbit.
Right.
So, here we have another Trinity that we can't hit yet. And you'll notice, you know, there's all this furniture that's embedded into the ground.
Oh, wow.
Like, do you see
It's,
how that's like a pair of armchairs or a couch or something? You
Yes.
have a couple flower beds, and I think that's a lamp.
It's been forever since I've watched the movie. Was that in the movie somehow?
I don't believe so, but the way that this works is the more secrets you unlock within this world, the more furniture pops up.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
So it encourages you to find, like, all the secrets. A door within a door.
I remember that doorknob.
Yes. Okay. So we can go back to the rabbit hole. We can talk.
How did he get so small?
No, you're simply too big.
That talks!
Must you be so loud? You woke me up. Good morning. Good night. I need a bit more sleep.
Wait, what do we have to do to grow small?
Why don't you try the bottle? Over there.
Now, just like Alice in Wonderland, one bottle will make you grow small,
Hmm.
and the other bottle will make you grow big. Now, because he's a lazy doorknob, even if we have the Keyblade, you'd think the Keyblade would be able to open a door, right?
Right.
But because he's a lazy doorknob, he won't let you through. So before we shrink, we have to reveal the hidden passageway.
Oh.
So that now when we drink it,
Wait. Oh, never mind.
what?
I was gonna see what happens if you drink the grow bigger one.
You can't.
While you're still.
It won't let you. It won't let you select it.
Uh,
Now, if I remember right, oh yeah, there's Heartless here, and there's a new type of Heartless that shoots fireballs at you.
ah.
I wanted to talk to him if the Heartless will go away and let me. So he just snores, and that's all he'll do, no matter how many times you talk to him.
He is lazy.
Yep. So we go in the side passageway to the Queen's castle.
Court is now in session!
I'm on trial? But why?
Her Majesty, the Queen of Hearts, presiding.
This girl is the culprit. There's no doubt about it. And the reason is because I say so, that's why.
That is so unfair.
Well, have you anything to say in your defense?
Of course. I've done absolutely nothing wrong. You may be queen, but I'm afraid that doesn't give you the right to be so mean.
Silence! You dare defy me?
I feel like that right there is the definition of our modern world leaders.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That, what I say goes. And I feel like that has trickled down very much to our, general population.
Yes, and it's kind of like we're also seeing the way in which a lot of authority figures growing up, even whether or not this was true, or legitimate, as a child, many times we see a lot of these rules as arbitrary.
Yes, very much so.
Especially because, and here's the thing, because sometimes some of these rules growing up might have been legitimate, but the people giving them to us made it seem so arbitrary that, of course, we don't want to do them.
Of course,
right?
we would try to ignore it. It makes no sense to us.
Exactly, because we are, just like the Queen is treating Alice here as a child, instead of, and even treating Alice like a child in a very poor fashion, because, you ought to attempt to integrate this consciousness into
Yes.
whatever system that you're doing, rather than just follow what I say because I say so. So it's very apt.
There's not even a hint of an explanation as to why things are going on. It's
That's
just
right.
This is what's going to happen, and that's it.
That's right, and it
So-
makes sense that this would be the recommended first scene, because this is what you encounter growing up, these rules that are seemingly arbitrary. Mm-hmm.
Hey guys, we should help her out.
Yeah, but,
We're outsiders, so wouldn't that be muddling?
muddling.
Oh, yeah. And that's against the rules.
And that, again, is a very big part of our society that, even if you see, something that's going on that's wrong, it's so ingrained into us that, it's not your responsibility. You're not a part of what's going on. That, you should keep your head down and, either walk away or, something along those lines.
Mm-hmm.
The court finds the defendant guilty as charged for the crimes of assault and attempted theft of my heart. Off with her head!
No, no! Oh, please!
Hold it right there.
Who are you? How dare you interfere with my court?
Excuse me, but we know who the real culprit is.
Uh-huh. It's the Heartland.
Anyway, she's not the one you're looking for.
That's nonsense. Have you any proof?
So there are 4 pieces of evidence, and you only need one. You can immediately come back here after you get the first piece of evidence.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
You'll notice there's a pair of chests, slightly out of reach.
Ah, how do we get to them?
I don't know if you can get to them all right now, because you need a ability called high jump that you get later in the game, and then you come back through the worlds to pick up, everything that you couldn't get before.
Gotcha.
The Cheshire Cat. This guy gave me nightmares as a kid.
Mm.
Probably because the first time I watched, Alice in Wonderland, I had a fever growing up.
So you were like hallucinating during the...
I was very much tripping. Yeah, someone with all the answers but refuses to tell you.
How frustrating. The riddles.
Yes, the Cheshire Cat was always an annoyance to me.
Oh, more heartless.
Yes, the Heartless are swarming this world.
So it looks like Goofy has a shield.
Yeah, so the way that it works is, the idea is most people choose the sword in the beginning of the game.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, it was one of those things that the symbology completes itself, where you have a sword, you know, Donald chose magical power, and Goofy chose to protect those around him. Now, it doesn't change no matter what you pick. You always have the Keyblade.
Right.
But the symbology is still there.
Got it.
That the party will complete you.
The power of friendship.
Yes. So if you give this flower a potion, it'll make you bigger, just like if you had drank that potion.
Ah, right.
And then this one give him an ether. Oh, you can't do it from this menu. So, item, ether, give it to the flower. And he gives a camping set. Now, if you come in... Fine. The only reason I care about killing the Heartless in this world is there needs to be 0 Heartless in order to do things like this Trinity symbol.
Ah. Oh, items.
Yes. Potion, a tent, and an ether. Give him a potion.
This should help.
I feel like those boxes would make really great, like, gift design things. Like
the treasure chests?
Yeah, the tiny little treasure chests look really well designed.
So this little pink box is a piece of evidence.
Oh.
And what you find is, you know, the footprints of the Heartless.
Huh.
And as we continue to explore, you know, of course there's more Heartless.
Of course.
Give him an ether, which is why I bought all these ethers. For another camping set. And the idea is you'll eventually need to go in there, but it's blocked by an immovable rock.
Gotcha. Oh, but you can use... Oh.
So there is the antenna for a Heartless. Can't quite get up there.
Oh, good. A little platforming.
Yes. We found our first Dalmatians.
Ah! 16, 17, and 18.
So, it's too big to eat. But if we go back and... Okay. So this is where the next one is.
Bizarre room.
The stench of a Heartless. Whatever that means.
They must stink somehow.
Now, if I remember right, there's a secret.
Fire! Fire!
No? Okay. That's fine. So we have 3 of the 4 pieces. So we could do it right now. You know.
But where is the 4th? We're so close to the 4th piece. Where would it be?
Okay, we have a bit of time before the next episode. So, for the last piece, give a potion and it'll make me bigger.
This should help.
So it makes you bigger. And then what you can do is take this, don't eat it yet, and then attack that so it changes the branches around, and then you eat it. So that moved the branches around up above.
Aha! Interesting.
Now, where does that lead you? Oh, there. So now we go back to the bizarre room, but from a different angle. And the way it is, if I remember correctly... Where is it? Oh, it's over there. How do you get there?
Puzzles.
Yes, very much so. So you can't make that jump. You can't move that yet. Is it this way? Ah, it must be this one. I think. No? I know the bizarre room holds all the answers. I wonder if I can move that if I'm big.
Ah, yes. Could be. Thankfully, we are so OP. We don't really need to use the potions much.
Right, and they're relatively cheap anyways. See, I can't get back there. Oh, right. I have to jump on here.
Aha!
And that raises that platform.
There you go.
And now I hit this, take this, hit this again, eat this.
There you go.
Yeah. So, you have to be careful here not to, fall off.
Nice.
Claw marks.
Oh. Oh! The power of ice.
So now have the blizzard spell. And normally you get it at the end of this level, I think. I could be wrong. So now we are ready to present our evidence. Oh yeah, we talked to this guy. Yes. So however many, the difference, there's always 5. So whatever the 1 is what happens.
Oh my gosh, really?
So you can get 1 and just, accept that you're going to get it wrong. So you have a 1 in 5 chance of, you know, something bad happening. So we found a Heartless.
Huh. That's cute.
So normally, if you choose, you know, a non-Heartless, it turns out to be Donald and Goofy as the people who are attempting to steal the heart.
Ah.
So they're stuck in a cage for this fight. And the idea is we have to destroy the pulley system that has Alice trapped.
Oh.
So I've lost control, but you have to wait for, you know, the cutscene to start.
Mm.
But where did she go?
Uh-oh. Huh.
Yes, she now believes she's the boss of me.
Where did Alice go? Huh. Upside down road.
So, again... So now we have a new enemy.
Huh.
The big fat guy can only be attacked from the back.
I see.
See ya. Deep freeze. Deep freeze. Deep freeze.
Yes. The big guys are a very annoying pain. Okay. So again, we need Sora to have a potion.
This should help.
Aha.
Now, I don't remember which way the tree needs to be. I think it's the other way.
What happens if you run out of potions to get bigger?
You have to go back to Traverse Town.
Oh, I see. Friendship power.
Yes. So, this one says shock me. Remember how I said I was so annoyed that Donald has the ability to shock in that video?
Yeah.
But now, you know, we can't shock it because we don't have that spell.
Right. I can see why that would be very annoying.
So this takes us to 4 Dalmatians.
Ah.
Now, if we could get over to the other side, we could get something more, but we can't, unfortunately. We'll save the game quick. And that will be the end of this episode. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. James, thank you again for joining me for this playthrough.
Thanks for having me.
And that will be all for the moment. For those watching this, we are going to immediately continue into the next episode. So for those watching this on YouTube, the following episode should be uploaded shortly after this one. Thank you again for watching. I'm Dante, joined by James, and have a good day. So stop.